एक साल में कितना मतलब एक पर्सन है तो उसमें कितना मालूम पड़ता है कि अभी से ये साल हमने किया तो नेक्स्ट ईयर से ऐसा होता है?
सो नॉर्मली जो फ्रीक्वेंसी कही जाती है वो एनुअल कही जाती है. So can cancer happen between these two checkups? Yes, it can. But you can't keep doing. ऐसा कोई उसमें टाइम टेबल नहीं है कि हम लोग 1 महीने में करना चाहिए या 6 महीने में करना चाहिए. So generally साल में एक बार कहा जाता है कि that is, see when you say the word screening, ये screening होता है पूरे population के लिए. So you cannot ask the entire population to undergo tests just because around 1% of the population is going to develop cancer. So that is the reason you have certain frequencies.
Why people go to the alternate system? Is it the economics? The alternate system of medicine. Why people go for it? Is it the economics or what something else?
So what I have seen is there are 2 or 3 reasons. First reason is the fear of cancer treatment. I think that plays a very big part. Fear of cancer treatment. Now what happens is there are a lot of misconceptions as far as cancer treatment. It is thought to be a very intense treatment which leaves a man or a woman crippled, and that is the general impression which is quite wrong. Now I can say it with authority because I have patients in my family who have undergone cancer treatment and I don't see them being crippled. I had a cousin who had breast cancer. She used to go for work during chemotherapy. So of course she used to work she works in a bank, so that kind of work can be done during chemotherapy. So it's not something that is insurmountable. That drives people to take alternative treatment. Secondly, I feel is ignorance. Is that people do not really go into the depth. I wonder how we think. You know, a lot of times we go into such details when we are keeping a fixed deposit, but when it comes to our own health, we do not even care to know what kind of evidence is there for a certain kind of treatment. I mean, you might ask कि ये antibiotic क्यों देना है, and you will go into Google and everything and search, but nobody asks the Ayurvedic person कि what is the evidence. Please tell us, is there any scientific publication that says that by doing this intervention you have so many patients out of say 1,000, even 1,000, forget about a lakh, have been cured? There is no such evidence available. It is all hearsay. That हमारे एक पेशेंट पूरी तरह सब डॉक्टरों ने कहा था कि इसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता, लेकिन हमने जड़ी बूटी दे दी और देखो वो चल रहा है. So this is the kind of thing that we accept. Miracle cures. It's the whole human mind is designed to think like that. You know, somebody comes up to you and says कि boss ये 100 रुपए का मैं 500 रुपए तुमको 24 महीने में करके देता हूँ. You will put your money into that, knowing, even though you know fully well that this will never happen. Most probably your 100 rupees are gone. So ये जो Ponzi schemes चलते हैं उसके वैसे ही आयुर्वेद alternative schemes are going on. Alternative medicine goes on. The third I feel is basically economic, as you say, but then again, if you think that alternative medicine is cheap, think again. As far as at least Ayurvedic or homeopathic medicines go, 15-day treatment is cost nothing less than 15 to 20,000 rupees. So it's almost a 30 to 40,000 rupees per month, which is costlier than chemotherapy, most chemotherapies, standard chemotherapies. So it's not cheap. So I do not subscribe to the fact that people go for economic reasons. Ayurvedic treatment is expensive. I have no doubt about that. And this I am telling you because I have nothing against alternative medicine. In fact, in palliative medicine, we use Ayurvedic treatment quite a lot. We have nearly 300 patients whom we do with people who actually practice genuine Ayurveda. That is another problem. We have so many quacks. You know, there was a guy who used to sell 2 bottles of water, and that was supposed to cure everything from AIDS to cancer. Okay? You know what he used to sell it for? Cost 15,000 rupees per bottle. And you know, finally when he got busted, what was the content of that water? It was rose water. And there used to be 200 people lining outside Bandra. He used to appear on TVs, he was a celebrity. And finally, you know how he was exposed? He was interviewed by Tabassum and he did not pay her. That is why she launched a complaint, and then law took its own course. So none of his patients exposed him, because unfortunately we are in that mindset that ठीक है यार नहीं चला तो नहीं चला क्या करें. That is what people think when they go to alternative medicine, and that is why nobody hears negative news about alternative medicine. That is why we have to be very cautious, and if we are going in an early stage for any kind of alternative therapy, we should ask for evidence. This is nothing against alternative medicine. It does have its merits. It is not. We should not write it off, but we should ask for evidence, and we should search for genuine evidence. Unless there is proof, then there is no point. Right? Suppose a car company tells you कि हमारी कार 400 किलोमीटर चलती है 1 लीटर पे, कोई मतलब नहीं होता ना. You will say that दिखाओ भाई कितनी चल इतना एवरेज कैसे देती है. Yeah, vaccination. Currently, the vaccination exists only in the clinical settings. It exists for only cervical cancer. There are two types of vaccines available: Cervarix and Gardasil. There one covers 4 viruses, one covers 2 viruses. So viruses also can cause cancer in certain types of cancers like cervical cancer, and there is one EB virus which causes neck cancer. So these cancers should be given to young girls between the age of 9 and 26 years before the first sexual exposure. After that, it is not supposed to be as effective. It is given at the dose of 0, 1 month and 6 months, 3 doses.